Hey everyone, I am back again with my second Facebook Live today. I tried earlier to kind of multitask while I was walking on the treadmill and do my Facebook Live, and I went back and listened to the video, and you could barely hear what I was saying. And so I apologize to anyone who was watching earlier, and the audio quality was just horrendous. So I decided to do this all over again. So I'm back again today with my second Facebook Live this Friday. Um, and it kind of actually, this all relates to what I want to talk about today. And I want to talk about prioritizing your goals. I, on Friday, prioritize doing these Facebook Lives to the best of my ability. And so I make sure they get them done. And that's why I'm back again today for the second time. But yeah, I wanted to talk about prioritizing your goals because one of the things that I see, one of the reasons why I see people kind of fail to accomplish their goals, or they don't get to the place they want to be, or they kind of put their goals to the side and think they'll never accomplish them, is because they fail to put themselves first. And it's no um, secret that a lot of us today have a whole bunch of conflicting priorities. We have things like work, we have family, kids, wives, maybe older parents that are dependent on us. We have maybe other groups that we belong to, that we're involved in, that take priority in our lives at time. And typically I hear a lot of people say, well, I've kind of come last, and by the end of the day, I'm just I ran out of time doing these other things, or I was too exhausted to really do what I need to do for myself, right? So let's take the goal of being consistent at the gym, right? Or being consistent with your workouts, whether you're working out at the gym or at home or wherever. Um, I often hear people like, oh, I started out my day, I had the kids to get ready, I have to take a shower, I have to get that, eat breakfast, I get the kids' lunches together, I get them packed, I get them off to school, I come home, I got work, I had to do work, I had all these meetings that came up, and then, the dog, I had to take care of the dog had to do something, I had a doctor's appointment, I had to go bring the car to go get serviced, and then, by the time I was actually done with a lot of stuff. It was 5 o'clock, and then I had to make dinner, and then had to get the kids ready for bed and get them showered, and get them off to sleep. And then it was 7 o'clock, and I was tired, and that was the end of my day, and I didn't have time to work out, so I missed a day. And then that cycle just repeats itself every single day because there's always things. There's always stuff that comes up. There's always things that need to get done. There's always unforeseen circumstances. There's always people that need something from you. And if we just put everything else before what you want to get done, you're never going to get what you want done. So the first step is realizing that in order to accomplish your goals, you need to prioritize them. You need to put them ahead of other things in your life at certain times, right? It's just the way it is with our busy lives. We don't have unlimited time. We need to prioritize things. Something's going to give, and if it's always you that's giving up your time and giving up your goals, you're never going to get to where you want to be. And lots of times people feel shame and guilt about this. I think people, feel that it's selfish to put your own needs ahead of the others, and I think we kind of get that message that you should always care for other people first before you care for yourself. It's particularly true when it comes to family. I obviously put my kids before myself in many situations, but I always still try to find some time for me. And I sometimes I might feel guilty about it, and then other times I feel like I really need it, and because it allows me to show up as the best parent, the best husband, the best coworker, the best citizen and community member when I am at my best. And if you're not at your best because you're not prioritizing yourself, your health, your wellness, then you can't really show up at your best for the people that need you. Um, so you can look at it one way is to reframe what you're doing and not feel selfish about it, but feel like it is benefiting the people that depend on you, because you are prioritizing the things that you need to get done to improve and stay healthy in your journey. So the first step is to kind of reframe your mindset around prioritizing your goals, and then the second step is to prioritize them. Because we're so busy and we have so many conflicting, constraints on our life, the best thing that I can tell you to do is to schedule it in your life, right? I think I've talked about this before, but adding things that you want to get done to your calendar as reminders or some way, or however you plan out your day, maybe it's in a journal, however you plan out your day, to include time for yourself. Maybe it's 30 minutes, maybe it's an hour, to get what you want to get done for yourself, is important. So, write down in your calendar, I'm going to work out at this time, or on Sundays, I'm going to spend this block of time meal prepping for the week to make sure I have food, because so I don't go out and eat fast food or food that I shouldn't. You have to take an active approach to prioritizing things. I think is the best thing you can do, especially today. So add to a calendar, add it to your journal, add it to as a reminder, put a sticky note where you're gonna see it every day, something that is going to keep you on task and not let it get away from you. Because as soon as you keep on pushing it off, chances are you won't get to it, and then your priority falls to the wayside. And the last thing I want to say on this, as far as prioritizing yourself, is make sure that you have the conversation with the people around you about your goals, right? You don't have to have like, this is my goal and this is how I'm going to accomplish it, etc., etc. Just make them aware of what you want to do, and that you need some time to yourself, however frequent you deem necessary, and for however long you want, to accomplish those goals, and that it's important to you, and that it's going to allow you to be better and better show up for that person or those people in your life. So sit down with your wife, with your kids, with your boss, with maybe family members that depend on you, whatever, your friends, and say, hey, listen, I really have this workout goal. I want to be able to work out 3 times a week. I need an hour on Monday, Wednesday, Friday to do that. How can we arrange our schedules so that we can do that, right? And I'm sure the other people in your lives will be very receptive to this, because chances are they have priorities that they want to get done too, right? So it's an equal trade, because if they care about you and you care about them, you'll be happy to accommodate their needs to let them accomplish what they need to do. So I do this on a pretty much daily basis with my wife. My wife knows about what's important to me. She knows what I need to get done during the day. I've expressed to her my priorities, and she's expressed to me her priorities, and we arrange our schedules with the kids and other things that we have going on in our lives in a way that allows us both to accomplish what we want to do. And that means sometimes that I take the kids, or I have to do my remote learning, and sometimes she has to do remote learning with the kids, and she has to pick them up and take them somewhere, or I have to pick them up and take them somewhere. Or she has a meeting at a certain time for work, and I have a meeting at a certain time to work, and maybe it's around the time that I normally work out, but I need to do something with the kids, and so I arrange my schedule. But it's just sitting down and having that conversation with the people that you care about, and that depend on you, and explain to them what your goals are and why you think that these are important, and what you have to do, what you think you need to do to accomplish them, and ask how best to make that possible, so that they're aware and they understand, and you can have this this compatible relationship with them, so they get to do what they want to do and you get to do what you want to do, and you are able to make your goals a priority. So that's really what I want to talk about today. I hear it a lot, from clients, from people that I interact with online, from people that are just seeking advice, etc. When we stop making things a priority, our success rate goes way down. So making yourself a priority and your goals a priority, and having those conversations is going a long ways to helping you get to where you want to be. So with that said, I hope everyone has a good weekend, and a good week next week. If you want to get all this nice content, Facebook Lives and all that fun stuff delivered to your inbox on a weekly basis without you having to make sure you see them, you can go to my website, rjbhealth.coach. Sign up at the top. There's a link to click to sign up for the newsletter, and I'll send them out to you every week in a nice email, so you can just watch the replays. And if you're interested in any health coaching, please go to my website again, rjbhealth.coach. Click the link on the front of the page to schedule a discovery call, and we can talk more about that. As always, if you don't want to do any of that and you just want to shoot me a message, go ahead and do that. Shoot me a direct message, leave a comment here. I'm very accessible and always happy to talk to everyone. So please do not hesitate to reach out and let me know what's up. And with that, I will talk to you all next week. Hope you all have a good week, and make yourself a priority.